ESFP, my beautiful, wife-beating, wearing, frat boy, long-haired, tattooed, motherfucking friends. My first ever best friend was an ESFP, is an ESFP. We met in high school, and we hit it off pretty quick right away because we both started smoking weed. And then once we started smoking weed, we never stopped. And he was perfect because he also was saying like, fuck school, fuck parents, fuck all that shit. And so we would just smoke weed and we'd skip school and we would just go drift our cars, play video games, or we'd get really high, then go to class together, go to English class, read Shakespeare, and it would make so much more sense while high. It's amazing. Give it a go. And he would be sitting there super high in class, rolling his head back and forth with his tongue sticking out. And I'd be like, dude, like, you look way too high. You could cut that out. Like, act normal, man. So we had a lot of fun. We graduated together, as you see in this picture here, me in my white tux, him with his, I don't know. And then we went to lots of raves together, as you see in these pictures. We were super high on MDMA, as you can see from my face. I don't know how the hell he looks so cool and photogenic. He looks so cool in those photos, even though he was as high as I was. I was just like tripping balls. But because I was in my rebellious times and I was not in the healthiest state of mind, I just wanted to just not think anymore. I just didn't want to be thinking in my head so much anymore. So having an ESFP best friend was so perfect because he would just always draw me into whatever we were doing. He was always down for whatever. This picture here embodies what it was like to be best friends with an ESFP. Just chaos. I took this picture. That's him with the hair. This was summer of 2016. We were installing home security systems for a summer job. And we were living in college dorms. We had this crazy Vietnamese boss, and he would come back to our dorm with a snowball of ketamine. And we would just do ketamine almost every single night. He was going into people's houses and installing home security systems while on ketamine. Me and my friend, we would just smoke weed and go install in houses and just get so drunk. I was sleeping on his floor, disgusting, dirty place, no girls ever. We just like, it's bad to say, but like we just get drunk and go drive around. I remember like he was feeding me some lines. I was snorting while driving, like running at 2 a.m., running over construction signs and shit. I remember I stole a bottle of wine from a customer's house. I put it in my bucket because they had like hundreds of bottles in their basement. I installed a security system, which is kind of ironic because I'm putting something in their house to protect them while also like stealing from them. Terrible. Then I would like pop the cork on the drive home and drink the whole bottle. Like just chaos. I lost so much weight. And longest I've gone without working out, 5 months, no working out. It was just like, I don't know how we survived it, but memorable, but not, I don't recommend it. But it's memorable. Not an understanding there. So there was times where, there was one time where we were fighting and I was pissing him off over a message and he drove to my house and he just walked in uninvited and came down and started yelling at me in my room. And then I was talking back, and as he was walking away, I was like, yeah, walk away, pussy. And he came and he punched me in the face in my bed. I was laying there in my underwear. And there was many times I hated him more than anyone on the planet, and I vowed to not see him again for months. And sometimes it would be months, but we would always reunite, and we would always get back together. Never any hard feelings, never any deep-held resentment. So we went to Vietnam, and we only lasted 5 days together on a 4 or 5 week trip, and then we parted ways and we just traveled alone just because we were like gonna fight. We were gonna fist fight. Just couldn't stand each other. And so in ESFPs, they're great people. They really do mean well. They can maybe come off a bit insensitive and narcissistic at times, but at the end of the day, they really mean well. They are very loyal to their friends and family. They're very, I ran away from my parents' house many times. I couldn't live at home anymore, and he would let me sleep on his floor every time without fail because it was a win for him too, because he was such an extrovert. He loved having someone around all the time, but still, he would always let me. I would sleep on many of his floors. More downsides is just dirty. It's just like neither of us like to clean. Just our places where we lived at would just get so filthy, and we were just so unhealthy, and we just eat McDonald's twice a day and drink all the time and smoke cigarettes all the time, and really unhealthy lifestyle because we just both encouraged each other to live like that. So um, and now as we're going into more adulthood, it's not, I don't recommend, I don't think INFJ and ESFP is going to be a long, lifelong friendship. Like, we will be friends for life, obviously. I'll be best man at his wedding, he'll be best man at my wedding, just because we have such a history together. But like I've been saying in my past videos, I'm just all about nonstop growth and evolving and really getting to that next, the highest levels, and helping people and really leaving an impact and traveling and meeting more people and having more experiences, whereas he just bought a house in our hometown, which is a very like censor thing to do. It's more tradition and family, and he just really loves his family and his core friends, and he's really happy to just stay there with his girlfriend, and awesome. I love that, but I'm not about that. And I'm getting into the spiritual stuff, and he just doesn't care so much for that. So I don't think ESFP INFJ is viable for long-term friendships, but definitely can work. Definitely does work. I definitely had an amazing time. So thank you for watching. Please take care of yourself. Crazy times we live in. Sunlight, water, fruit. Happy. Take care. Much love.